and today we're reviewing the Blaze Storm Hotfire.
Normally I wouldn't spend very much time on the box, but there is some excellent lost in translation material here, so let's read off a couple. Parent-child battle game, special for battle outdoor.
The characteristics of this product is both safe and exiting.
Don't aim to face, and eyes to avoid hurting. Please only use the foam bullet produced by our factory, don't refit the foam bullet, and emitter.
The main characteristic of this product is powerful enough, with long shooting range and no battery is required.
Soft Bullet Gun Series has long shooting range with great fun, easy to operate, enhance your skill, and win the dominating advantage over your opponent in the fighting game by quick shooting every time. Trigger it and go towards the victory. Trigger it and go towards the victory.
Super light, safe foam bullet greatly enhances the playing fun and safe playing performance. In the meantime, it has been passed the European standard, which is supposed to be the most strict certification in the respect of baby safety.
Baby safety. Alright, that's enough with the package. Do you want to get this thing open?
Yeah, let's do it. With the Blaze Storm Hotfire, you get the blaster, as well as 5 knockoff darts.
Now, these are knockoff darts, but if you get any sort of large quantity of darts, you're probably buying this sort of dart from China anyway. Clearly, because this is a knockoff of the Firestrike, we're going to be comparing it directly to the Firestrike.
We're going to talk about the draw weight. So with the Hotfire, pulling on this thing is a little bit tricky, especially if I was a small child. I'd probably have a really hard time pulling on this. But this one, the Firestrike, is just a lot easier to pull. The draw is much easier.
Now after the blaster is primed, there's actually a lot of play on the trigger before you can actually fire the blaster, whereas with the Firestrike, there's no play at all. As soon as you pull down even a millimeter, it's gonna fire.
I'm looking at the details of both of these blasters. When I look at them next to each other, the Hotfire and the Firestrike, on the Hotfire, everything is just kind of cheap looking, for lack of a better word. Then, by comparison, when I look at the Firestrike, I see that they've taken the time to really add a lot of little details to the outside of the device. Things look nice and clean, colors are very vibrant. But with the Hotfire, the colors are just kind of muted, some of them look really dirty, especially the orange, and it doesn't look like a brand new toy. Device, blaster, I don't know.
Now one thing to note immediately is that with the Hotfire you get 2 extra dart holders down here, and that replaces the light in the Firestrike. Now honestly, that's fine with me. I would actually rather have 2 more dart holders than the light, because I think this is extremely gimmicky. Maybe you like the light and you can bump that rating up for the Firestrike, but personally I think the Hotfire wins just having 2 extra dart holders.
I disagree. Well, I mean, it's judging these just by 4 versus 2 dart holders. Like, yeah, this one holds more, but there's a lot more to these things than that.
You personally like the light?
Yeah.
Should we go get some batteries so you can see how good this light is?
Yes.
Well, I didn't realize this thing actually takes AAA batteries, and who actually has AAA batteries, so we're not even going to try that. Alright, let's talk about handle ergonomics. The Firestrike has always been very comfortable, even to an adult hand. And even though this blaster's handle is actually bigger, it's actually more alienating than the Firestrike handle, because for whatever reason, they've put the 2 finger holes in such a place that you either have your pinky out here like we're going to have a tea party, or your index finger is so jammed up against here that it's just extremely uncomfortable.
I can tell that the Nerf Firestrike, they've actually put in some thought into how the human hand holds this thing. When I picked this up, it just does not feel good. I don't like it. The Hotfire does come with a sling attachment point, but this one doesn't. This one doesn't.
I did run these across the chrono, and the Hotfire knockoff brand gets about 60 FPS, as opposed to this Firestrike actually got around 66. But honestly, it's pretty comparable for blasters of this variety to get about 60 FPS, so we're gonna call that the same.
We're gonna do a quick firing demonstration. This is so hard.
I think we could both agree that the knockoff version is not quite as well put together as the Firestrike from Nerf, but there is a very large difference in price. On Amazon or at a normal retail establishment, you'd probably be paying $12 to $15 for the Firestrike, as opposed to this Hotfire I got as an add-on to an Amazon purchase for, I think it was $6.95. A pretty large price difference. Given the price difference, which one of these blasters would you pick?
I'd still pick the Nerf one because I usually get the most expensive thing.
Well, that's kind of the review for the Hotfire off-brand Firestrike. It is quite a bit cheaper. I think it's a pretty decent blaster, honestly. It gets the job done, and you do get the 2 extra dart holders instead of the little stupid flashlight thing that the Firestrike comes with. I do actually kind of like this blaster. If you're interested in getting it, I will put an Amazon buy link in the description box. A couple of them actually for an add-on item or for just a regular item sold by another company. Now remember, guys,
It's not about having fun. It's how pretty your blaster looks.
And how hard you wreck your friends.
Well, are we gonna actually shoot it?
Yeah, we'll shoot it eventually.
Like this distance of the...
Oh, I have a chronograph.
Oh my god.
What? You gotta test the muzzle velocity, Christina.
Oh my god.
How are you supposed to tell the difference between these two things if you don't test the muzzle velocity?
The Hotfire does come with a
Let me get in the shot!
Huh?
Let me get in the shot.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The Hotfire does come with a string attachment point.
Sling.